Coin Truth Seekers. It is Wednesday, May 26th, 6:46 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. It's a late one today because I never got my act together. Well, anyway, Bitcoin Daily View. This is where you'll find links to stories I mentioned, etc. PayPal will let customers withdraw crypto, exec says. This is very cool. I mean, PayPal has got amazing market saturation for friends sending friends money, for vendors selling things, for just like your retail customer, you name it. It has been around for quite a while. I mean, people buying things on Amazon use it, etc., etc., etc. So the market saturation, as you probably know, is massive for PayPal. I'm very excited to see better crypto integration, and I do think a huge stumbling block has been, okay, great, you can buy crypto with on PayPal, but not being able to send it to a wallet outside of PayPal was pretty friggin' weak. So anyway, now you can do, well, you will be able to do that. I think this is huge, huge market adoption, market saturation, etc., etc. Blah blah blah. Sorry, it's late. Anyway. DXY dollar strength index had a green day today, but as ever since the beginning of 2020, it's still plummeting. All right, looking at the last hour on a Coin 360, a red market. It's been red, green, mixed of red and green. Today's been sort of a fluttering up and down, positive and negative market. It's one of the reasons why I didn't really do a daily view earlier. Just kind of hard to grab a direction that anything was going. Wasn't much really to report. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume, let's refresh this. 7.5 billion total. 4.2 of that was on Binance. 1.3 of that was on Coinbase. Nobody else showed up for a million. In general, volume was, well, comparatively speaking to the last couple of days, was very weak today. Looking at longs versus short sentiment on Binance for Bitcoin, 69% long, 30% short. Definitely sentiment is long for Bitcoin. On Ethereum, 68% long, 31% short. So definitely for Ethereum and Bitcoin, it is a long sentiment on Binance. Looking at SPX up top, Russell 2000 in the middle, Dow Jones on the bottom. These are all above the 200 moving average on the daily. They're looking good, slight uptrends or sideways. What really speaks to me, the important thing is I think these are all kind of just about to, or they are experiencing a daily MACD cross towards the positive. That is very, very bullish in the market, and I do believe as that happens, you will also see the daily MACD here for Bitcoin cross positive also, and we'll probably get above this 200 moving average on the daily, which will be, I think personally, rocket ship to Pluto land. I really do think so, so hold on to your hats. Also, futures are ending, I do believe, this Friday, and many say that will end up creating a bit of a pump straight to 50K plus. It's speculation, I know, to some extent, but I have seen some pretty good cases made for as futures end, we will see a pump. So make ready, because also that would match, a pump would match the MACD crossing positive. Gold and silver, gold up top, beautiful uptrend last couple of days, above the 200 moving average. Love seeing that. 21 EMA is about to cross above the 200 moving average. Glorious, glorious. So gold on the daily looking strong. Silver on the daily looking strong too. Bitcoin on the daily, well, like we already went over, about to have a positive MACD cross, about to cross back above the 200 moving average. That's going to be, I think, a definite, well, if the futures info is correct, and what we usually see when we get these crosses of the MACD on the daily, hey, maybe we'll go straight to 50K again plus, or at least definitely we're going to see a pump if we can get above the 200 moving average and find support there. Immediate price action, 45-minute chart. Bitcoin is ranging between the 200 moving average on the bottom and the 314 on the top. So it's ranging. Here's a 45-minute chart. We'll probably see as it another bounce off the 200 moving average. It'll probably continue bouncing until it breaks above. It definitely will break above if the MACD crosses positive on the daily. Looking at super immediate cross price action, 15-minute chart. Bitcoin's really been hugging this 200 moving average. It did break below it recently. There has been some weakness and volatility right now, just recently, of course. And looks like it's going to bounce off the 314 moving average. Indicators are turning up. So really, I think it's all about just watching this. Have an alert on that daily MACD cross positive, because I think we're going to see a rocket ship to Pluto at that point. Not financial advice, but if you did hedge out for this dump, not a bad time to think about laddering back in. I would like to see, well, we do have support above the 200 moving average from the 45-minute chart. I'd like to see it have support above the 314 also, and I like to see a bit of a more positive 15-minute chart. But in general, like I say, if you got dry powder, get ready because, like I say, 200 moving average. I'm sorry, the MACD cross positive on the daily. We're going to see a move, I believe. Ethereum versus USDT, it's above the 200 moving average, definitely has support above that, it appears. It's working on finding support above the 314 moving average. This chart looks pretty positive. It's good. Ethereum's going to do what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin pumps, so will Ethereum. If Bitcoin dumps, so will Ethereum. Link USDT had a beautiful pump today, definitely. Now it looks like it's going to try to find support above the 314 moving average. Indicators are looking purely rocking, so Link USDT, wonderful, wonderful move today, and looks like it's returned to this red moving average here. That's the 8 moving average. If we can find a bounce off and support on that 314, it's glorious. I think if Bitcoin pumps, it will probably follow it. Sol, it is really, really, really riding this 200 moving average. It'll probably bounce off it once again. Indicators looking a little bit to the downside, but let's see what a Sol does if Bitcoin pumps. In general, it's a pretty positive chart. A lot of alts. We have seen some serious movement in some alts, but really most of them are kind of looking like what we're seeing right now, a little flaccid. They're waiting to see what Bitcoin does. So if you're in an alt that usually pumps when Bitcoin pumps, good. If it usually dumps when Bitcoin dumps, not so good. Be careful about trades against Bitcoin right now, because when it pumps, well, it's probably going to annihilate whatever traded against it. So Doge USDT, it is really, really working on this 200 moving average. It's below it, trying to break above it. Indicators look all right. I think Doge definitely, if Bitcoin makes a run, it probably will also. One to watch. Be careful, like I say, if you trade Doge against BTC or anything else against BTC. Because if BTC runs, well, it won't be so good for you. ADA, USDT, Cardano versus dollar. It's above the 200 moving average, very, very powerfully above the 314 moving average. Looks like we have support on the 314 moving average. This guy here is posed to run if Bitcoin does. Nice upwards trend, but as you can see, it's really like so many things right now. It's just got this sideways action going because that's kind of what Bitcoin is just too volatile for it to really make a move outside of that. Now looking at an ADA, Cardano against Bitcoin, there's this huge gap that it made. It really made a pump today. That's a wonderful, nice thing to say. These indicators look good, maybe a little bit overextended. Be very, very careful, like I say, any trades against BTC, because when it pumps, it'll probably go wrong for you. Anyway, it's just an example. I mean, right now it is doing well against Bitcoin. Cardano is, but like I say, be careful. If Bitcoin pumps, you're going to lose, maybe, MATIC USDT, MATIC against USDT. It's above the 2 moving average, above the 314 moving average, turning down a little bit right now. The alt market is in general right now. These indicators look like they're cooling off. I imagine it will continue having support above the 314. Looks like a good play to me, especially if Bitcoin continues moving up. Shiba Inu versus USDT. It has been really struggling recently, kind of. Of course, it took a big dump when Bitcoin did. It burst above. It got above the 200 moving average. Everybody was very, very happy about that. Came down, bounced off it hard. It's just struggled to stay above it. Looks like it's going to bounce once again off it here. If Bitcoin makes a move, I think SHIB versus USDT is going to be a real SHIB to Pluto. There's just so much hype about it. I'll admit you. I will admit I have a position in it. Definitely have a stop down here in case it goes wrong, but I am predicting if Bitcoin pumps, this thing's going to just go insane. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, as always. With that said, with the PayPal situation here, I think this is glorious, glorious news. I really do think this is going to help adoption quite a lot, especially if they make Bitcoin easy to, send to one another within PayPal alone. That's going to be wonderful. So, I think that's great. I think it's great. So anyway, everybody, this is Bitcoin Daily View. It is Wednesday, 6:55 p.m. Sorry if I'm low energy. Did not have the best day, but I'm okay. It's good. I'm glad I got this out. I will get this out tomorrow morning early because I hope that I can wake up and I can show you guys. I can say, check this out. 200 moving average. I'm sorry, 2 moving average. Gosh, I'm so out of it. Not 314 either. The daily MACD crossed positive. We're above the 200 moving average. We're taking on the 21 EMA. It's glorious. Yeah. So So hopefully tomorrow we wake up to Lambo land. Take care.